Hello guys, Debbie here. So in this tutorial video we're going to be making this granny square top. Okay, so I'm using four different colors actually, and this cream is the base color. And let me go to what I used to make it. So these are the different colors I used right here. Okay, and this is acrylic sparkle acrylic yarn. I got it in Walmart. Let me see. So the hook size is supposed to be 4.5 right here. 5.5. I mean 5.5 millimeter hook, but I'm gonna be using a 4.5 millimeter hook. Okay, so gonna be using a 4.5 millimeter hook, and I'm also using this super jumbo super silver yarn red art, and the hook size is also 5.5, but I'm still gonna be using a 4.5 millimeter hook. So to go to other stuff I'm using this measuring tape and this scissors to cut. So real quick, to go through sizing, I'm an extra small / small, so I'm using a total of two 4 squares in the middle right here, and these two to serve as an extra. But if you're a medium, you can add an extra 4 rows around here and add another 2 right here. And if you're large, you can do more, but depending on how you also want it to feel, how you also want it to be, you can leave it around the same numbers of square and the same size. So to go straight into doing the granny square, we'll firstly make a magic circle, and we'll make an X like this inside our hook. Pull this and then tie. Okay, so after we have it like that, then we're going to chain 2. After chaining 2, we're going to be doing double crochets into this hole. We yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Once we do 2 double crochets here, we're going to chain 3, then yarn over and do another 2 double crochets into the same hole. After we do that, we're going to chain another 3. We're going to do this 2 more times. Okay, so now that we have this like this, 1 2 3 4, we'll pull on this loop and close the hole. After we have that, we're going to do a slip stitch into this first chain 2 we add. Okay, like this. So we are supposed to have something like this. Now we'll chain 2 again. We'll turn our work. We'll be working into this 4 holes, still on our 2 double crochet and chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 3. We'll do another 2 double crochets into the same hole. So we only do these 2 double crochets twice into the same hole in the corners of the squares. Okay, so here we don't need to chain another 3. We'll go straight into the second corner of the square. We'll do another 2 double crochet and chain 3, and then we'll do another 2 double crochet into that same hole because that's the corner of the square. So we'll go in here straight, 2 double crochet, chain 3, and add to double crochet into that same place. To double crochet into the next one. Chain 3. To double crochet again into that same hole. Okay, so when we get here, we're going to slip stitch into this first chain 2 we did. So we have this like this, right? So we're now going to change our color to blue. So to change our color, we're basically just going to hook the blue yarn, pull it through, and close this up. Okay, so tuck the blue yarn. You can tuck it under this and pull it to the middle like this, just to secure it in place. And then we'll chain 2, starting another row. So here again we'll turn our work, and we're going to start from this hole, this hole, this, those holes, and we're going to do 2 double crochets. In this one, this is the corner of a square, so we're going to do 2 double crochets with 3 chains. Three chains, then another 2 double crochet inside the same hole, making it another corner of the square. So when we get here, we don't need to do this same thing we did here, because this is not a corner of the square. And this is basically what we are going to be doing until we change colors again to purple and then to cream. We're going to slip stitch again into that first chain 2 we did. Okay, now we'll change color again. Look at this, pull it through. We're going to slip stitch to the chain 2 we did here. Just tie your knots to keep it firm, and that's it. So we're still gonna stretch out the square, but it should be around like 4 point something to like 4 point something. There we go. And we're going to make, I'm going to make about 12 of this. Alright guys, so I have already made a total of 14 squares, and I already arranged it the way I said I was gonna arrange it. and it's 2 at this side, 4 at this side, another 4, and another 2. Okay, and if you want to increase your size, you can move this to the side and put another 4 right here. I basically just like pinned it down to how I wanted it to look like, right? So this is 2 at this downside, 4 straight down like this, another 4 straight down like this, and then another 2 at this side. So it's gonna look like this. Side note, also, if you want to stretch out your squares, you can basically just take your iron and steam this place for a few seconds, like 3 seconds, just like stretch it out. Or you can actually block it if you have the tools for blocking, and just to stretch it out. After this, we're just gonna like close up the sides and just stitch the squares together. And let me show you guys how to do that using these two first. So using the same 4.5mm hook, we're just gonna pick up the square and be doing slip stitch through the back of of the first one and the front of the first one. People have different ways they close up squares or close up clothes in general, crochet in general. Well, this is kind of the way I do it. So firstly we make a knot like this, and then we are going to go into the next hole right here in the back, and the other one right here in the back, and just make a slip stitch. And we're gonna do this the same thing, back, pull, make a slip stitch. And basically that's what we're gonna do to close up all the squares, like literally the same thing over and over again. Just make sure that your working side is the back of the square and not the front, so that it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this after you're done closing it up. And also use the same color of yarn you used for the outer side. Okay, so when you get to this last one here, you're just gonna leave it. So we're supposed to have this like this. Right? So now we're gonna join this two to this. So we continue like this. So the same thing here, just going straight. So notice in this chain 3 that I did, I went I left 2 chains and went into the 3rd chain before I started closing up the double crochets that I'm doing here. So I left 1, 2 chains, went into this 3rd chain to start, and then I will continue. And when I get here, I will do chain 1 and chain 2 and leave that 3rd chain again, that last 3rd chain, and basically continue like that. And that's exactly how you're just gonna close up the square, and you will be literally mostly even done by then. Alright, so I already joined the squares together, and if this is how your square is looking like, then you are doing good. So you can see that it has edges and everything here. It's because of the way I decided to like join it together. So I can basically just like steam these edges with iron press after I'm done. But let's just add the ends for the top real quick before we go steam it with iron, just to like make it better. So the end is really simple basically. This is the place we're gonna add the ends. So if you see how it goes, we'll firstly add the end to the first 2 sides where, you know, it's gonna hold, and then we are gonna pass it through the 2nd square next to it, and then we just pass it through the other square next to it. So basically do like a zig or like an X like this, kind of like tying a shoelace. But we're firstly just going to make these 2 first. And to do that, you can basically just grab any color of the yarn you want. You can use cream, you can use blue, you can whichever color. Using cream might also be better a little bit, and let's make it 3 this time around. So I'm just grab 3 of them together, and then so let's say I want these 2 places to be where the arm is gonna be. So I want the strap to start from these two places. So I basically just insert my hook, and I can even just tie the strap like this instead of hooking it. So I'm gonna tie the strap like this, right? Tie it one more time. I can do it one more time. So I basically tie it really well, and then after that I can either cut this off or just bun it, just to make it better in some way. And I'm just going to keep stretching this until I feel like I have enough for a whole round my body right here. Okay, so put this to the side. I'm going to do the same thing for this place. These 2 together until they are equal lengths. Through this place. like that, and through this place like this. And looking, maybe the end is like too long, but that's fine. I can always cut out the excess and do the same thing for this other end. So I'll pass it through this place, and then I'm gonna pass it through this place like this. Okay, so to steam, I basically just put it in probably like wool or whichever one, and then I spray a little bit of water, and then I steam it. I mostly steam because I'm just too lazy to block the yarns, to block my piece. That's why I steam my pieces most of the time, or sometimes whenever I need to. But anyways, guys, this is it. This is finally we're done, and you can always cut out the excess strap end out, and that's it for this video, guys. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you decide to recreate this piece, definitely tag me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Alice Ook. And that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye.